Hey everybody, I'm Megan Zimba from MTD CNC and we're chilling out in the FANUC booth. Come on, you gotta come here and check out all of the crazy things that they got going on. It's just, I can't focus, Greg. But today I have with me Greg Buell. Hello Greg, how are you doing?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for FANUC?
I work for FANUC. I've been here for 29 years and I'm an engineer in our segment. Robot segment. I've been product manager for a while. I was a product manager for our collaborative line of robots. You see the white CRXs around or the green CR robots, so I was a product manager there. And now I work towards engineering a more seamless interface between robots and our CNC product. So if you have a FANUC CNC product and you have a FANUC robot, we now have a seamless interface, single Ethernet connection that allows you to automate your CNC machine.
That's really cool. So this is what this cell is all about. You're really showing off that you can program this using G-code, is that correct?
Yes. So the standard programming methodology in a machine tool is G-code. So you have a lot of machine operators who know G-code programming. They're not really comfortable with robot programming. They don't necessarily want to get into the pendant on the robot. So now we have the ability to connect your robot to the CNC machine and actually program your robot using G-code on the CNC machine. It makes the interface really easy. Your path 1 is your CNC program, your path 2 is your robot program. So having them interact with each other is easy. And now you have a robot loader in your machine with G-code programming.
So let's talk about that. So I wasn't aware that this was like a challenge happening in the industry. And there are a lot of CNC machines that are now incorporating automation within their processes. So whether it's loading the machine, unloading the machine, whether it's transferring it back from one point to the shop floor to the next shop floor, I didn't realize that there was two different types of programs. So how did you come to find that this was a really big challenge in the industry, and what really inspired this collaboration with the coding?
Well, what we found is a lot of machine shops had machines they weren't running because, there's a nationwide labor shortage.
Right.
So they can't find people to run the machines they want to automate. But if you talk to the machine tool people, robotics kind of scares them. They're not comfortable with the programming. A lot of the old timers don't necessarily want to learn a new methodology of programming. And they said, it'd be great if we could program our robot the same way we program our CNCs. So we came up with this way to connect the robot to the CNC and then program it in the same G-code style that they're used to on the CNCs.
That's really cool. So can you educate me on this a little bit? When you're trying to program a robot, why was it set up to use a different type of programming versus what was already being used in the industry for CNC machining?
There's really two different industries. The automation industry expanded beyond just machine tool. We had the food, you had automotive with spot welding, and so the programming methodology on the robot was set up for more of a point and shoot program. You move the robot to a position, you teach it, move the robot to another position and teach it. And so it was set up that way for all the industries. Getting into the machine tool industry, again, machine tool people were used to G-code programming, and a little bit of history. Originally, the robots were programmed in G-code, but you had a lot of people not in the machine tool industry who weren't comfortable with G-code programming, so they created the other way of programming, the point and shoot programming. Now we're kind of getting back to the machine tool industry where the people are more comfortable with the G-codes, and so now we have the ability to program in G-code. You can still also program this robot in the point and shoot teach pennant programming as well. So really it's the best of both worlds. It makes it easy for everyone.
So I see that this is one of your CRX robotics, correct? What type of CNC machine is it working with? And is this something that you're going to be able to incorporate on other types of CNC machines and other robots that FANUC produces?
Yes. So the interface that we have here works on all FANUC robots. So any of the FANUC robots with the latest controller, and as long as you're working on a machine that has a FANUC control on it. So if your machine has a FANUC control, your robot has a FANUC control, the integration is seamless.
That's awesome. You did mention the workforce issue that we're all facing and trying to figure out solutions to bring younger generations in. How is this type of cell really connecting the younger with the older? Like, is it making it really seamless for older generations to kind of upskill their own skill set and be able to run this on the fly?
Yes, what we're seeing is a lot of these machine shops, they might have only 1 or 2 machinists but 10 machines. they can put automation in, automate the machines, and those machinists can then be trained to support the robotics. So you have your existing machine tool people supporting robotics, but then from the younger aspect, we have a lot of programs we're working in education with our CERT, where we're getting people in the college level as well as the high school level trained in our robotics. So they're coming out of school already familiar with our robots and CNCs. They can walk into a facility and be ready right off the first day to support the robot and CNC integrations and keep the plant running. And if the plants are running, people are making money.
Absolutely. So then you have other things that you're showcasing here in the FANUC booth. One of the things that's been a buzzword is AI and digital twin. How does this tie in with those two kind of technologies?
Well, with the AI, this is all our robots are intelligent line. The robot programming side of the CRX, if you actually do the robot side, we've now converted and we've created a tablet style programming, which is a lot like using a cell phone. So it's all icon based with drag and drop. For people who are, the younger generation, they're used to picking up a cell phone. They don't want to read a manual. They just want to figure it out on their own. And so now we have the programming methodology for that. So you add into that some of our vision products, which uses a lot of the AI. So you can use this AI vision products not only for part location and machine location, but also for inspection. So now you're incorporating all the different aspects of your machining: initial part location, load and unload of the machine, location of the machine if you need a flexible loader, and then inspection afterwards. And then you can have the entire process set up right here with your robot and your machine tool.
I think it's a great time if anybody's looking for a career path to be a CNC machinist, because with tools like this and cells like this, they can be more efficient and more productive. So Greg, I want to thank you for showing us this quick demo and explaining what the benefits are of incorporating the G-code with the robotics and the CNC machine. So I didn't know if you knew that IMTS theme this year is inspiring the extraordinary. So what can you say about this specific cell that's really inspiring the extraordinary in the future for CNC machining?
What we're inspiring here is the fact that you can automate your process seamlessly with all FANUC products, whether you're using a FANUC CNC, a FANUC Robo Machine, and a FANUC robot. They all integrate together and allow an end user to automate as easy as possible. And again, when you're running, you're making money, and it keeps our industry here in the US viable.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Greg, for your time. If you haven't checked out FANUC, you should come check it out. They got not only this, but other demonstrations here that will help your shop run more efficiently and more productively. Have a great one, everyone.